but in Pro Stock car, that class sounds like a bit of a broken record.
Mike Edwards wins it. Mike Edwards with the win. Here comes Mike Edwards with another win. Allen, now Mike Edwards takes the win. Here's Mike Edwards with another win. Another win for Mike Edwards. An Edwards win.
Oh, Mike, we love you, buddy. 8 wins so far this season, and you are here live for our Harley-Davidson quarter-mile profile. With much respect from this Ohio crowd. Rightly so, Mike. When you hear those numbers, you see Paul Page's calls and hear his calls. How do you put 8 wins into perspective? How have you done that in just 12 races?
You know, it's been an outstanding year, Dave. I just, you know, it's just been phenomenal. I never dreamed or I could ever, you know, accomplish something that we've done this year like this. You know, last year was awesome to win the championship, and I think we won 5 races. And then this season we've, you know, we went around that a couple already, and just, you know, it's just an outstanding team that's pulled the rope from the same end all year long last year too. And you know, I'm just really blessed. You know, the Lord's given me a great opportunity, and I just thank Him for it. And you know, we're just having fun right now, and just hopefully we can keep it going for the rest of the year, Dave.
Doing a good job.
Well, you know, and Mike, it's been an amazing performance, obviously, and I want to ask you a question though. And don't tell me it's reaction time, because I want to know one area on your car. If you had to work on one area that you think that's just going to seal the deal for the championship, what do you need to work on the most, you think?
As far as the car itself?
The car itself.
You know, we're really consistent, Mike. I feel like we're really good there. You know, just the little things, maybe, you know, just looking at some of the small things, like, you know, making the car stay on the ground in low gear. We're carrying the front end a little bit too much, seems like, especially on the night runs. That's what happened to us Friday night here. We got up too high, and it got on the wheelie bars and just shook really bad. You know, we're a couple areas where we need to work on, but, you know, I feel like we're really good, you know, in a lot of good areas. So we're just going to have to keep our eyes on those kind of things, and hopefully we can adjust and make them better.
You started a motor program just a couple of years ago, but Warren Johnson really, I think, paid you an ultimate compliment. He said for years you bought those motors, the big horsepower motors, which means you weren't able to tinker with them. You had to work on your race car. So he says you got a real advantage when it comes to setting up that race car. Now you have the horsepower to go with it. Is that a fair assessment?
Absolutely. It absolutely is. You know, you have to have the whole package. And we felt like when we started our engine program 3 years ago that, you know, we were hoping we could have some success. We never dreamed we could have this much, but it takes the whole thing. It takes the whole group, and it's been a phenomenal ride so far. And, you know, to have the engine program to come up to where it's at now, it really feels good. It's a lot of money spent, but it's really paid off for us.
You know, the only big surprise, I think, Mike, me, this entire Ohio crowd, is the fact that you did not win the K&N Horsepower Challenge yesterday. The man who did, though, is standing by with Gary Gerald. He's got a great opportunity to double it up.
Boy, does he ever. And check out his son, Cody. Greg Anderson's son has been dragging this check around all night, I'm told. 50 grand. Nice number. Greg, for you and your team to break through and get that and have the opportunity for the $25,000 bonus today, how much of a lift for this team to get the job done against Mr. Edwards?
Oh, it's huge. Absolutely huge. We've been struggling all year. Everybody knows that. And to get that win yesterday, I don't know that I can recall a bigger win for Team Summit, at least for Greg Anderson especially. So I hope and I pray that this is going to be the launching pad for us this season. Obviously, it took a race at the Summit Motorsports Park for them to sponsor a race, K&N to put up the big cash like that for us to finally maybe get out of our funk, get some confidence back. And I'm telling you, that confidence is going to go a long ways, because you know what? The equipment's so close in Pro Stock. If you got confidence, that's what usually puts you up top.
Well, the last time that somebody doubled up on the K&N Challenge, it was 6 years ago, and it was this man who did it.
Good stuff, Gary Gerald. And you know, when you talk about confidence, Mike Edwards has certainly had a fair share of that, a boatload, you might say. As you look at this point lead that's 452 right now, Mike, how are you feeling about a point lead that's going to dwindle to 30 when the U.S. National starts?
Well, Unfortunately for me, I'm not a real fan of the countdown this year, but hey, that's part of it. We got 2 seasons. You know, I've had one great season, the first part of the season, and like you said, it's all going to come down to like a 30-point lead starting that second half of the season. So, you know, but it's great for the fans. It's great for all of racing, I think, and you know, we just got to continue to do our job and hope for the best.
Mike Edwards, much respect for this man. Have a great, safe race day. Your round 1 opponent is going to be Jason Lyons.